Good morning, everybody. I see you coming in. I just love watching those numbers go up and up and up. That's really fun. And I'm so happy to see you today. And oh, I see Anne from Omaha. I've seen you on here the last few weeks. That's been so great. I absolutely adore Anne. I've known her for so many years. She went to Egypt with me and she went to Peru with me. Oh my gosh, both of those were just such absolutely incredible trips. So I'm so happy to see you again on the call, Anne. That's so cool. And Jane S. I won't say your whole name. I don't want to out anybody. But oh, honey, Jane went to Egypt with me. Jane has, oh my gosh, we did coaching together. She's just an absolutely wonderful person. So, oh, and Debbie N is on, also has gone to Egypt with me, also went to Peru with me, and just did a soul adventure, gosh, with her adult son, did her second soul adventure with her adult son just a few months ago, actually, at about the around the New Year. And that was just absolutely so amazing for them to do that together. So good. So I think we are gathered. So I'm so happy to see all of you. Let's go ahead and get ready for our wonderful masterclass today. Let's go ahead and just all take a deep breath together. And just kind of come on into your body. And just sort of, rest here in this beautiful space. Just feels good. Let's take another deep breath and hold it a minute. And then just release anything that's no longer serving you. The breath is just so powerful. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm just so happy to see you again. We're calling these master classes Reinventing Yourself in this new age, because I believe we're all being called on to really become the best version of ourselves right now. And it's just so important. This is going to be an absolutely fantastic masterclass, Karmic Clearing for Your Highest Potential. This is such an amazing process. And Christine Ryan, our master practitioner today, has helped so many people, including myself, with this work. And I'll tell you, what's going on right now is just so interesting. This has just been such, oh, someone's saying to me, no audio. Do we have audio?
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Okay, so somebody else is having an audio problem. I'm so sorry. Let's take a breath. Thank you, everybody, for letting me know you can hear me. So good. That's my deepest fear when I get on these things. I'm just talking and nobody's hearing me. Good. It's so amazing, isn't it? All this technical stuff that we've all just in this very short period of time getting, thrown at us, and everybody you almost have to become proficient in it. So this has really been an incredible week. It's been so fantastic to be back doing the In Sedona retreats, and the retreats that are happening right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's like, I think one of the things that's going on is that all this illness and death has made all of us appreciate life so much. Is that happening for you? I know that it's happening for me. I know that almost everybody that's coming to us right now, what they're saying to us is, I want to have the best possible life I can have. Life is too short to put up with being unhappy or being in a bad relationship or whatever. I want a fantastic life. I want a fantastic relationship, and I'm not going to settle for anything less than that. I'm not going to put up with the old stuff anymore. And like literally this past week, we had two couples. One was a virtual retreat. One was a retreat here in Sedona. And I mean, both of them, both of these situations were that thing of, I don't want to move forward if we're not going to be happy and wonderful. And I will tell you, oh my gosh, at the end of both of those retreats, because both of them started off really shaky, I was worried for both of them when I talked to them at the beginning. And oh my gosh, at the end for both of them, totally in love, all the blocks gone, all of the blocks and gunks that hold us back gone. They're in love totally and on fire. Because I'll tell you, that is what this is about. One of the people that did an individual retreat at the end of it, she wrote it. She actually did a review on Trustpilot. She said, I've never been so full of self-love before. And I'll tell you, that is what all of this is about. It's all about being the highest and best version of yourself. So I know there are a lot of you out there. We can tell, I can tell from the emails that there are a lot of you who are new, and that is so wonderful. And so let me introduce myself. I'm Deborah Stengel. I'm the founder of Sedona Soul Adventures, and we do custom designed retreats for individuals and couples here in Sedona and also virtually. And the retreats that we do are life-changing and relationship saving. And the work that we do is so different because of two things. We custom design each retreat specifically for you or both of you if it's a couple. We spend a lot of time talking to you before you come, really digging deep into what's going on, what's holding you back, what are the problems, what are the troubles. And then we design a retreat that moves out the blocks and brings you back into connection. The sessions, this is the other thing that sets us apart. The sessions are all private, one-on-one or two-on-one for a couples retreat. They're not in groups. You are getting the individualized attention that you need. Our retreats are master practitioners, of which we have over 50. They are masters at taking you from where you are to where you want to be. And so that is why these retreats work. They follow a process. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And they are, like I said, completely life-changing. So if at the end of this, if you'd like to speak to an angel guide, you can do that. Or if you'd like to set up a time to talk with an angel guide, you can do that. And remember, we are in Sedona, open for business, and we also do them virtually, and the virtual retreats have just been absolutely incredible. So, okay, let's get on to our masterclass. I am so excited for this one. Christine Ryan has been a part of Sedona Soul Adventures from literally the beginning because she's been a friend of mine all of that time. And she actually was the first employee that I ever hired. And Christine and I have fond memories of Christine and I making packets together on our on my dryer in my laundry room. And that was a long time ago. And since that time, Christine has she's always been involved with spirituality, but she has become a life coach. She's one of our amazing coaches. And she also is an incredible practitioner doing the session that we call Karmic clearing. And she is a certified SRT instructor. She's absolutely amazing. And Christine, I'm so happy that you're here with us today.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I'm so excited to be doing this with all of you. And I've so been grateful and enriched with my time with Sedona Soul Adventures. It's such a wonderful group of people and amazing practitioners that I go to also, right? So we all use each other to stay online, or in line. So this work, we call it Karmic Clearing. And the real title of this work is called Spiritual Response Therapy, because the therapeutic response takes place in the spiritual realms. So it addresses things pre-manifestation, which is why it actually can change the way we do life, which is why we call it a karmic clearing. So it's all about clearing the junk that is and the blocks that are in the way of your highest potential and what's possible there. And so what we're going to do today, I'd love to have 2 volunteers. We're going to work with 2 people, do a really good, intense mini clearing. And these people will act as surrogates for everyone that's on the call. So everyone be open to receiving the full benefits of these clearings. Because then we're going to move into a group clearing at the end and really clear. And by that time, themes will start coming up, of what seems to be addressing everybody or what's a common theme. And we'll go right in there and clear out the blocks, but also really focusing on the potential of what's next, of this reinvention, of using this time for its best value, right? So
I'll go ahead and call on Jane Michelle Clark and make sure that you've got your audio and video on. Can you do that, Jane Michelle?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you turn your audio on so
It is
we can
on.
see you?
My audio is on.
Okay, I'm not seeing your, I'm just seeing your name.
Okay, well, let me just try, because I came in, I did not get rid of my video when I came in. What can I push to get that to happen?
Do you see a little camera at the bottom of your screen?
I see the microphone sound. I see, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go out and come right back in. It'll take me 30 seconds to come out and come in if there's not a way to do it easily here, because I don't.
I think what we'll do then is call on you next, and we'll call on someone else for right now.
Oh, so sad. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we'll call on you next. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay. So let's call on. We'll call on Betty. Betty Gieb. Get it, Betty? Are you there? There's Betty. Hi, Betty. Can you put on your audio and your video? Betty? There we go. She's connecting. Betty, can you say something? We're not hearing you yet. Okay, not sure what happened with that. So how about Suzanne? How about you, Suzanne Clark? Okay, so unmute and then hit the, can you unmute your microphone, Suzanne?
Get it. Hi.
There, all right.
Can you see me?
All right, yay, it worked. I love it when it works.
Wow, so do I.
Okay, so I'm going to take myself off so that you guys don't have to watch me laughing and smiling and reacting. Go ahead, Christine.
Hi,
right.
Hi, Suzanne. Welcome.
Hi.
Have
Hi,
fun.
thank you.
All right, great. So, Suzanne, what is it that you are struggling with that we can clear for you today?
Oh. Well, All right, so I'm struggling with, I have a boyfriend who is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And every time I'm ready to leave him, which I think is the healthiest choice because he's so busy with his family, he pulls me back in. So, and I realize even if I do step out, I'm so emotionally attached, it just kills me. And so when he pulls me back in, I'm like, oh, this is great. I feel so much better. But then I'm out again and then I'm in. And so it's been a roller coaster for probably 6 months. Is that the kind of struggle you're looking for?
Yeah, yeah, that's perfect.
So many. I can pick
Well, I mean, we all have several, but now, is it you that goes in and out, or is it your boyfriend?
I think we've both taken turns.
Okay.
And it's his turn this year. We're dating 5 years. And this year, his family, he's divorced and he has grown children like I do. But his family wants him back, kind of. I think the children do. The wife doesn't. She divorced him. But the children want him back. But they won't have him back unless, can you see me anymore? Yeah. Oh my God. Unless he dumps me. So what he did, unfortunately, he lied to them and said that he dumped me. But he still keeps seeing me. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, just go, be with your children, be with your family. I've told him for 5 years, go home. But anyway, he just keeps coming back.
Okay. All right. Well, let's focus on that. Now, Suzanne, are you open to past lives?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So a lot of times these sort of things where there's that stickiness, it's often older than this lifetime, that you have something going on that's really deep that keeps you connected, even though there's also something that's pulling you apart.
Right.
What is your desire around this relationship?
Well, when he's acting weird, I'm like, I'm out the door. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm over. If I could break away without all the emotional pain, I know that's a ridiculous thing to ask for. So if I could break away and not feel the pain on the inside of me, like my insides just like ache and I'm like, oh my God, this isn't going to work. I can't emotionally detach from him for too long. Only for like when he makes me angry, I can let him go for like a week, 2 weeks. And then, my mind and my body just start to hurt. And I'm so glad he comes back then. And I'm like, okay, it'll be better. But then it's never better. He's got other things going on, which are fine with me.
Okay. Is there a reason his kids don't like him with you?
I think they wouldn't like him with anyone. So when I started dating him, he told me he was separated from his wife and that everybody was fine that he dated anybody, that he could date. Because I was doing that with my husband. And we had decided to go our separate ways. We're separated at least 5-8 years. Anyway, but he didn't really do that. It turns out only last year I found out, about a year now, that his wife finally found out about me. She had no idea. Maybe it was about a year and a half ago, 2 years, because they're divorced now. But when they found out about me, apparently I was a secret and I didn't know that. So what he told me was that his ex-wife had said, or the children, that Suzanne pulled you away from mommy. And they're 35, 30, and 28, maybe. I'm like, what are you kidding me? How old are these kids?
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, let's go in and see what we can do to clear that all out, okay?
Oh, okay.
And, that kind of confirms that emotional pain, that there's something deep, it's deeper than this lifetime, because you guys are dealing with a lot of struggles and still, together.
I
know. What we're going to do here, the process here is we're going to do a little prayer, and that prayer is going to connect all of us in the spiritual realms. With this work, it's not just you and me. We also call in ascended masters. We call this a healing committee. that these are light beings that will work with your soul records and, you know, investigate where that connection is, where that contract is, and smooth it out to your benefit. This is about you. So if it's to your benefit that he's in your life, you know, we'll smooth it, it'll show up that way. If it's a benefit for you to be able to deal with your emotional pain and be in a more peaceful place, it'll show up that way. Okay?
Oh, great.
So this prayer is going to be the one prayer for all of us. And so I'm only going to do it one time, but it gets us out of our heads and into our hearts and our spiritual world. And those of you at home, be open to receiving all the benefits. This isn't just about Suzanne. This is what we called in before we even opened this, is that everything that happens here is for everybody's benefit. Okay, so awesome. So Suzanne, let's just begin by taking a big, deep breath. Well, 3 deep breaths. When you do, breathe deep into your belly. And as you exhale, just feel your body loosen and relax. Just choosing to let go and release. Sinking further and further into relaxation. And now, Suzanne, bring your attention up. Everyone, bring your attention up, into the heavens, into the divine space, into the heart and soul of spirit, the eye of God. And from this divine spot, bring your attention all the way down, streaming through the universe, past the stars and the sun, past the planets, through the atmosphere, through the sky, past the mountaintops, past the branches of the trees, past the roof of your dwellings. And now this golden pillar is encompassing your body as it continues to descend down into the earth, through the foundation, into the topsoil, now past the tiniest tendrils of the roots of the trees, through all the layers of bedrock and gases to finally rest in the molten core of the Mother Earth, our Mother Gaia. During this clearing and healing for all of us, just feel yourself floating in this golden pillar, from the heart of spirit to the heart of the planet, floating in balance and harmony. And this is who we're going to work with, all of us, each of us, working with our high self, our divine self. So clear out anything blocking, operating in its highest paradigm, this new one universe, with one link, this being our high self. Thank you, thank you. And calling in our spirit beloveds, guides, and angels to participate for your own well-being, but no interference, thank you. And asking that, calling in our committee members. We want the minimum amount for the maximum effect of this healing and healing. Thank you, thanking. And asking that we all work at the highest level. The minimum requirement is working at the highest level. The new one universe, the new paradigm. And let us continue to operate in this higher vibration. Thank you, thank you. And now let's upload the clear and remove agreement. Thank you. And please apply this clear and remove agreement and clear out anything that would block or interfere or prohibit each of us receiving the highest level of effectiveness of this clearing and healing. Remove any meter of conscious control from any one of us and clear any blocks to receiving this healing, allowing each of us to receive 100% benefit. Thank you. Raise our physical and auric vibration to 100%, raise our auric shields and put a triple shield of protection around Suzanne, around all of us, around our spirit beloveds, guides, and angels, and around our home and property. Thank you. Asking that we all be a pure channel for the guidance and healing taking place here, suspending all judgment, remaining 100% neutral, allowing only the truth to speak through the pendulum. Thank you, thank you. And we all are, spirit and I are one, and we all work together as a team. Thank you, thank you. Now for Suzanne, please upload all the data regarding her issues and programs to be cleared here today, specifically addressing this relationship. Just upload everything we need to have to address her health and well-being on all levels, allowing her to be clearly aligned with her highest purpose and full positive potential, and as a conduit for all of us to receive this healing. Thank you, thank you. So just so you know, I use a pendulum as a tool. When it's spinning like this, it's working. That means the clear and remove agreement is in process and working. Okay, so we are just clearing and uploading what needs to be addressed here. Thank you, thank you. Now, just a quick check-in. How long will it take to prep to work from this moment on? 0. Is this true for all 3 clearings? Yes, thank you. How many committee members have come in to work with us? With this entire group? How many committee members have come in to work with this entire group? Okay, are you going to 6 or 60? 60, awesome, thank you so much. Let this be very powerful and beneficial for everyone, thank you. So I'm working with this series of charts and this pendulum, so you'll hear things flipping around, and that's just how we get our answers. That gets channeled through Suzanne's high self, through the committee, and through to me through the pendulum. Thank you. So now we want to apply this clear and remove agreement for everyone, clearing everything that we can. So this is kind of a little pre-clearing. Clearing any world energies that are blocking or interfering with our highest purpose and full positive potential. Thank you. Clear any subconscious clutter, including any false beliefs that are blocking or interfering. Clear any vows, look for any old hidden vows, look for any vows of poverty or chastity or fear or obedience. Thank you, thank you. Clear any scarring, any psychic wounds, thank you. Apply full healing and clear any curses to and from and any belief in them. Thank you. Go in and clear any and all negative energies and soul programs, any fatigue of life, any fear of life, any fear of the unknown, clear it all out. Clear out energies of frustration or hate or guilt, clear it all out. Clear any health abuse. Clear any illness, look for any illness, look for any seeds of illness. Clear these all the way through to the cells, the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes and trailers. Thank you, thank you. Clear energies of injustice or intolerance. Clear energies of jealousy or failure or belief of failure or resentment or restlessness or depression or negativity or self-destruction or self-limitation or self-punishment or unworthiness or unforgiveness. Clear energies of unhappiness. Clear energies of judgment and criticism. Thank you. Clear selfishness, self-centeredness, revenge, anything and everything. Clear all the way through to the cells, clear the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes and trailers. Thank you. Clear things from the past, clear past incarnations, clear the inner child, go preconception through the triple digits of age and go, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And that's why normally 2 committee members come in. So today 60 came in. Because we are addressing a whole group of people. Thank you, thank you. All right. And thank you, Suzanne, for being this surrogate for all of us.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, so that's what we call the pre-clearing, sort of like the pre-rinse when we do laundry. And so now, are we ready to proceed? Yes. Is there anything that we need to do before we proceed? No. Is this true? Does Suzanne's high self agree? Yes. Okay. So now we're here on this first chart that lists all these charts. Please take us to the chart we need to go to address this issue with Suzanne. We're going to get to the root core priority issue for her today. Okay. Are you going to 2 or 17? Chart 2. Okay. These are soul qualities. Thank you. So what is it that needs to be addressed here? Is this going to affection or love? Is this both or neither? Both. Okay. So very good. So let's go in now and apply this clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing everything and anything that is blocking or inhibiting the full, healthy, positive expression and potential of the soul qualities of love and affection. Clear out any themes or challenges. Look for anything from past incarnations. Thank you. Clear out the inner child. Thank you. Clear vows, curses, contracts. Thank you. And again, we're doing this for everyone. Anything that is blocking love and affection and the highest potential and the full positive potential of that, clear it all out. Go infinite levels before thought, before breath, before expression of our souls, clearing out anything blocking the full positive potential of love and affection. Thank you. So to what percentage has that been cleared for Suzanne? 85%. All right. We want 100% always. So let's go to the chart. Okay. Are you going to chart 4? Yeah. Okay. So chart 4 is a chart of programs. So asking now, what is it that needs to be addressed? A conflict. Is there a conflict program? Yes. And is this around this current relationship? Yes. Suzanne, do you mind? What is the first name of this person?
Angela.
Angela. We're going to call in Angelo's high self, please, now to clear out anything that needs to be cleared for Suzanne and for both of them, and anything in relationship to Angelo. All right, thank you. So asking now, is Angelo's high self here? Is he participating? Yes and yes. Okay, so is there a conflict program? Yes. Does this include Angelo? Yes. Okay, can we clear it without research, please? No. Okay, what's the origin of this then? Past lives. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go into these past lives scenario. Now, Suzanne, when we go into past lives, it's never one life. It's usually several that have the same scenario, a similar scenario. And it's just like in life, we don't believe if somebody says, oh, you have a big nose. We're like, no, I don't. But if several people say you do, you go, oh, do I? Let me look, right? So it's the same thing with our lifetimes, that we have these programs that start showing up, and then they just come with each of our lifetimes. So we're going to go in and investigate this and clear this out. So in this past life scenario, who was Suzanne? A wife, okay? And was there someone else involved? Yes. Who was it? A husband, okay. And was there someone else involved? Yes. Who was it? A son, a daughter, a son, a daughter. Okay. Is this one character or more than one? More than one. Can we call them children? Yes. Okay. Was there anyone else involved? Yes. Who was it? Okay. Are you going to mother or female? Female. Okay. Was there anyone else involved? Yes. Who was it? Female. Okay. Was there anyone else involved? Yes. Who was it? Female. Okay. So is this one character or more than one? More than one. So is it a group of females? Yes. Was there anyone else involved? No. Okay. Thank you. So I'm just going to take a few notes so we can follow this scenario. Okay. So asking now, was there hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The wife. Who harmed her? The husband. How? Mental, emotional, or physical? Mental. Was it simple, serious, or death? Serious mental from who? The husband to the wife. Okay. Was there other hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The wife. Who harmed her? The females. How? Mental, emotional, or physical? Emotional. Simple, serious, or death? Serious emotional from who? The females to who? The wife. Okay. Was there other hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The children. Who harmed them? The husband. How? Emotional. Simple, serious, or death? Serious emotional from the husband to the children. And was there other hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The children. Who harmed him? The husband. How? Physical. Simple, serious, or death? Simple, physical to the children from the husband. Was there other hurt or harm? No. Okay. Whose wife was it? The husband's. Whose children was it? The wife and the husband. Okay. And so asking now, why did the husband harm the wife on this chart? No. 6A, 5, or 2. 6A. Sexual promiscuity, separation, despair, betrayal. Okay. Who was sexually promiscuous? The husband. Who is he promiscuous with? The females. Okay. And so who needs to be cleared here? The wife and the children. All right. So Suzanne, what we're doing here now is clearing lifetimes where you were married to a philandering husband. old story, right? Old human story. And so what but it causes a lot of hurt, especially over several, experience of this, where it's like, oh my gosh, again. So what we do is we tend to set up energies to then start maybe protecting ourselves. So what are those energies that we need to clear for her? Doubt, ego, doubt, self-doubt, anger, injustice, unforgiveness, unworthiness, abandonment. Okay, can we clear these? Okay, so let's go in now and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing everything and anything for everybody on this call that has a conflict around love and affection, which most of us do. So clearing out any fears, any self-doubt. Thank you. Clearing out any fear of abandonment or betrayal. Clear that all out. Clear out any energies of unworthiness or not enough. Thank you. Clear that all out. Clear out any energies of despair or depression or cowardice. Thank you. Clear any hate of life, hate of self, hate of men, hate of women. Clear that all out. Clear any energies of being forsaken. Clear frustration. Clear guilt. And clear the whole program of conflict around love and affection. And conflict with Angelo. And conflict with Angelo's family. Clear it all out. Thank you. All the way through to the cells, clear the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes, and trailers. That dog wants some love. Okay, so asking now, is there a conflict program that is blocking love and affection for Suzanne? No. Was there? Yes. Has this been cleared? Yes. Did this include Angelo? Yes, thank you. So everything that we cleared, now let's replace with all positive energies and positive expressions of love, love for self, love of life, love of God, love of men, love of women, just overall love and affection. Replace that with involvement, hospitality, helpfulness, supportiveness, strength, forgiveness, self-esteem, prosperity, poise, perseverance, understanding, wholeness, wisdom, worthiness, gratitude, happiness, harmony, grace. Just to apply any and all positive energies that will support Suzanne and Angelo on all levels, now, in the past, and moving forward. And please apply love, forgiveness, and blessings amongst all these souls. So I just want to clarify, when these lifetimes come up, and there, when there's many, it's not always the husband that was the philanderer, right? But it's the energies of philandering, the energies of separation, not commitment, right? So that's what's been cleared here. So asking now, to what percentage has the qualities of love and affection been cleared to? 95%. Well, we want 100, so let's go to it. Okay, are you going to charts 8A or chart 7? Chart 7, okay. So this is, what is it that needs to be addressed here? Okay, so it's activating all levels of Reiki, and where especially do we want to activate, or all, going to the color red, is this the heart chakra? Yes, okay. So please apply Reiki on all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, and please apply them to all chakras for everybody on this call to heal any hurts, any wounds, any energies. Bring that, and then bringing that energy to a really healthy flow in the arena of love and affection for self and others. Thank you. Okay, now to what percentage has the quality of love and affection been cleared to? over 100%. Let's go in now and restore those soul qualities, restore them to their full, healthy, positive expression and potential, restore them in all levels, layers, and bodies, all the way through to the cells. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Is there anything else that we can do for Suzanne? Yes? Okay, go to the chart. Okay, are you going to 8A or 24? 8A, okay, so these are archetypes. What archetype needs to be addressed here? The archetype of the feminine? Okay, and can we clear this without research, please? Yes, okay, so please go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing out everything and anything that is blocking the archetype of the feminine. So in this work, the feminine represents the urge and the desire to love and to be loved. It addresses our primary relationships and the fulfillment of that, okay? So just clearing that all out, all the way through to the cells, anything blocking the urge, the desire, and the worthiness to receive love. Thank you, thank you. And to give love. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, to what percentage has the feminine been cleared for, Suzanne? 100%. Let's go in now and restore that archetype. Restore it to its full, healthy, positive expression and potential. Restore it in all levels, layers, and bodies, all the way through to the cells. So it's interesting how this came up here, because the feminine is also about receiving. And this is coming up under, you know, love and affection and relationships. So it's really clearing the way for you, Suzanne, to receive love and affection as well as give it. Awesome. So is there anything else that we can do for Suzanne before we do mop up? Yes, please go to the chart. Are you going to chart 10A? Okay. Called miscellaneous blocks. So what is it that needs to be addressed here? Okay, are you going to world energies or subconscious clutter? World energies. Does this include family? Yeah, outside influences? Yes. Can we clear this? Yes, already doing it. Thank you. So just clearing out any and all world energies that are blocking or interfering with Suzanne's full positive potential and expression. Anything from outside herself, clear it all out. Anything from inside, clear it all out. And since it went here, let's go there, you guys. Clear out world energies that are causing conflict for any one of us around this whole COVID situation. Anything that is blocking the full, healthy, positive expression and potential for each one of us. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. So asking now, to what percentage have world energies been cleared for Suzanne? 100%, good. So let's go in and replace everything that was cleared with the highest level of wisdom, light, understanding, truth, and love. Okay, good. Is there anything else that we can do for Suzanne before we begin mop up? Are you going to 3 or 19? 19. Okay, so this is good. What does Suzanne need now to make the changes that she wants? Okay, this is going to octaves to learning. So this is the process that we go through when we learn, grow, and change, all right? And so again, we're doing this for everybody because we are in a time of growth and change. So I'm so glad it went here. So please clear out anything blocking the awareness of the need to learn, grow, or change. Thank you. Please clear out anything blocking the desire to learn, grow, or change. Please clear out anything blocking the willingness to learn, grow, and change. Please clear out anything blocking the faith that and the trust in this change and growth. Thank you. Please clear out anything blocking setting goals. Please clear out anything blocking working on goals. Please clear out anything blocking completion and rest. And please clear out anything blocking the continuing cycle of learning, growing, and changing. And now boost this process to the highest level, the new paradigm, the new one universe, making it fully accessible, usable, and understandable for every one of us, all the way through to the cells. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Is there anything else that we should do on this chart? No. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else that we can do for Suzanne before we begin mop-up? No. Okay, good. All right, Suzanne. So your little mini clearing is complete for now. We will do mop-up, but we're going to do that at the end all together. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So, so now I think we were going to work with Jane. Was that right, Deborah?
Yes, I just wanted to say that with watching all of this and feeling all of it, I felt so much energy move. And Suzanne, I just want to really say to you again that the big clearing that happened here for you and for all of us was removing blocks to love and affection. And then also what I loved at towards the end was what was happening, Christine, with blocks to new learning, what were the words?
Learning and growth.
Yes. So clearing that for both Suzanne and for all of us.
Yeah.
Suzanne, I'd love it if you let me know through an email or calling the office or whatever. I'd love to know if you see changes in this in the next, like week, 10 days, things like that. Because Christine, give a little of just a little bit of your perspective of what happened here.
Well, it did. It went well. Of course, she came in with the intention about this relationship, right? And this is really addresses love and affection. So that came right up. So Suzanne, right on. That was the thing to address for you right now. And by the way, thank you again for being a surrogate. And what came up here was so beneficial to all of us because we all have past experiences of love, that blocks love and affection. And typically it shows up self-doubt, unworthiness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sometimes what that does is it leads us into a relationship that isn't fulfilling. So that feminine part, the archetype of the feminine that got cleared was also really significant because that's about your ability to receive the love and affection the way you deserve.
Right. Okay.
So,
Yes.
Yeah, it went right to it. I love that when it does that.
I'll be interested to see.
Yeah,
how,
right.
The next week
Please
unfolds.
let us know.
All right. Keep us posted. Okay,
For
Suzanne.
sure.
Thank you.
For sure, you're welcome.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Jane, let's try this again.
Okay.
All right. Jane Michelle. All right. Are you with us?
Hey, Jane.
Here she is. Okay. And then can you unclick the, there, yay. All right, we did it. Okay. Can we hear you? Oh, okay. Excellent. So I will go away and turn it over back to Christine.
Hi, Christine. Thank
Hi,
you.
Jane. Oh, you're so beautiful. So lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you. I enjoyed
okay.
what you did with Suzanne. Thank you for that.
Yay. So what is it that, what's big for you right now? What would be the issue that you're being challenged with?
Well, Suzanne's problem is a relationship with somebody else. I think mine is a problem with my relationship with myself, quite frankly. I have plans. I know the steps I need to take. I need to make some changes related to work primarily. I know that I need to lose weight. I know what I need to do, but then I get in my own way. The big one in terms of work, I am self-employed. I make a very good living. My primary client for the last 10 years, I love what I do with them. I've got another client as well that the result is that I end up working about 80 hours a week. I don't have a lot of time for myself at the end. And I know that's part of the problem. There are a lot of things that I would like to do in terms of my own business that I think would bring me much more joy because the work I do right now contributes to the economy in any way, but it doesn't contribute to society. And I know there's a distinction there. And I think to be fulfilled and to be happy, I need to be, I would, there's a TV series I'd like to have. There's a podcast series I'd like to have. Part of it is I don't make enough time because I'm worried that if I do, then I won't have the money to pay the bills. And if I don't do a really great job for my clients, then I don't get to keep my clients. And at the end of the day, I tell myself I'm tired when I'm not necessary, and I'll watch TV for an hour and a half before I go to sleep. And that time could possibly be spent going into my new business or doing things. But sometimes I get to the end of the day, and if I put in a 15-hour day, I'm tired.
Mhm.
So I guess my problem is I don't know how to make myself enough of a priority, the things that I want, to be able to get what I want, so that I can help the people that I want to help.
Okay. Well, you are awesome, Jane, because you and everyone else, you know, it's especially, you know, it's very hard to put ourselves on the list. You know, we're always at the bottom. I'll get all this done and then I'll do what I want to do. And that is actually backwards, you know, because, you know, our loving what we do is so important, right? Including taking care of ourselves. So I'm so glad you showed up to be the surrogate for all of us that struggle with this.
I don't know if it makes a difference with what you're about to do, but my first name is actually Jane Michelle. It's hyphenated. So it's either JM or Jane Michelle. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
It definitely does, because it makes a difference to you. We need to be called the right name, you know. So Jane Michelle, that's correct?
Correct.
Awesome. Okay. All right, great. It's interesting, both of you guys, your last name is Clark.
Oh, isn't that funny? Okay.
Are you related?
No.
But you know, that when that stuff shows, and I mention it because when that shows up like that, it is a sign from spirit that we're all connected, right? You know, so I love that. And it's just confirmation that everyone is getting healing here. So let's sink back in. I'm not going to go through the whole prayer again, but let's just sink in with 3 deep breaths. Connecting with our spirit self, the truth, the wisdom, and the light. All right, good. So asking now, going to this first chart here, addressing well, let's go ahead and download all the information and programs that we need to clear here for Jane Michelle. Upgrade the clear and remove agreement. Thank you. All right, good, thank you. So asking now, please take us to the chart we need to go to address this clearing and healing for Jane Michelle, getting right to the root core priority issue and program. Are you going to chart 2 or are you going to chart 17? 17, okay. So this is a chart that comes up a lot, and this is fine tuning. And so what is it that needs to be addressed? Hidden vows. Okay, and do we need to identify these vows? No, okay. So let's go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousness, and all bodies, and all time zones, looking especially for any old, ancient, hidden vows from past lives or incarnations, clearing anything that is blocking Jane Michelle's full positive potential, any vows of poverty, any vows of we have to work hard in order to be successful. Any false beliefs that lie along those kind of vows? Thank you. Any vows of obedience, poverty, hard work? Thank you, thank you. Anything that is blocking the full positive relationship with self, but especially any old vows around work, around having to work, around any false beliefs that have to do with no pain, no gain, or the amount of suffering equals the amount of learning. Or let's clear this one out. If I want it done right, I have to do it myself. Clear any desire to reestablish those programs. Thank you. Clear any belief in these vows or programs. Clear any reasons behind them, any reasons that they were developed. Thank you, thank you. And clear anything blocking letting go of the old. Clear any unwillingness to learn. And clear any abdication of spiritual responsibility around these changes. Thank you, thank you. So I just want to point out that every clearing is unique, but this is especially unique to go right there to hidden vows. Usually that kind of comes up later. So that tells me that you definitely do, or did, we're going to double check, have vows around work and the energy of work, you know, and maybe around, you know, yourself. Okay, so asking now, to what percentage have those vows been cleared? 100%. Okay, let's go in and replace everything. Let's replace all those beliefs and vows with the highest level of wisdom, light, understanding, truth, love, self-love, trust, joy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Now, please take us to the chart we need to go to address the next level of clearing and healing for Jane Michelle, getting right to the root core priority issue. Are you going to 2 or 17 again? 2. Okay, going to chart soul qualities. So what is it that needs to be addressed? Okay, are you going to life meaning or purpose? Is this both or none? Both. Okay, here we go. So let's go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, going everywhere and anywhere that is blocking or inhibiting the full healthy soul qualities and positive potential of life meaning and purpose, and the confluence of the two. Clear out anything from past incarnations, any wounds, any judgments, any false beliefs, anything learned, clear it out. Thank you. Clear out her inner child, go preconception through the triple digits of age, clearing out her innocence, any wounds, any judgments, any false beliefs, anything learned, clear it out. Thank you. Clear vows, curses, contracts. Thank you. Just go infinite levels before thought, before breath, before expression of our souls, clearing out anything blocking life, meaning, and purpose for all of us on this call. Thank you. Okay, good. So to what percentage has that been cleared? 85%. Well, we know we want 100%. Go to the chart, please. Are you going to chart 4? Okay, we've got a program blocking that. Okay, what is it? Okay, are you going to self-punishment or self-limitation? Self-limitation. What's the origin of this program? Past lives. Can we clear it without research, please? No. Okay, let's go in and apply let's go in and ask now, what is the scenario around this past life? Okay, so you were on the call when I said it's never just one lifetime. It's usually several lifetimes that have a similar scenario. And that's something that led to the need or urge to limit self. So asking now, in this past life scenario, who was Jane Michelle? An aunt, an elder, a teacher? Okay, is this one character or more than one? One character. Okay, so like an elderly teacher. So I'm just going to put down teacher. Okay, was there anyone else involved? Yes. Who was it? Are you going to mother or religious figure? Religious figure. Okay, was there someone else involved? Yes. Who was it? A group. Okay, was there anyone else involved? No. Okay, so in this scenario, was there hurt or harm for Jane Michelle? Yes. Who was harmed? The teacher. Who harmed her? The religious figure. How? Mentally, emotional, or physical? Mental. Simple, serious, or death? Mental death from the religious figure to the teacher. So mental harm is some belief that some belief was either damaged or adopted that is no longer serving you. Okay, so what else? Was there other hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The teacher who harmed her? The group, how? Mental, emotional, or physical? Emotional, simple, serious, or death? Serious, emotional from the group to the teacher. Emotional death, I mean, sorry. Was there other hurt or harm? Yes. Who was harmed? The teacher. Who harmed her? The group. How? Mental, emotional, or physical? Simple, serious, or death? Serious, that led to death. Physical. Okay. Was there other hurt or harm? No. Okay. So why did the religious figure harm the teacher? Is it on this chart? No. Is it on chart 6A, 5, or 2? 5. Okay. What is it? Power and manipulation, ambition, conscious control. Who was ambitious and controlling? The religious figure. Who was he trying to control? The group. Okay. And who was interfering with that? The teacher. And why did the group harm the teacher? Is it on this chart? Yes. What is it? Satanic or demonic forces. Is that right? Who had satanic or demonic forces? Nobody. Who thought there were? The group. Who did they think had it? The teacher. And why? Because of the religious figure. Okay. And who needs to be cleared here? Okay. And just to verify, I know, but I want to do this for you guys. So what kind of energy was the teacher teaching from? Sorry, I'm not on the right chart. What kind of energy was the teacher teaching from? God, angels, okay. And what kind of energy was the religious figure coming from? Identification, okay. What kind of identification? Power and manipulation, okay. So what are the energies that are fueling the self-limitation program? Ego, doubt, ego, self-doubt, anger, apathy, false beliefs, cowardice, self-limitation, fear. Okay, there's others, but it's already going into the clearing because we get it. So let's go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, all bodies. Just remove all these energies, anything identified, anything not identified, clearing out this whole self-limitation program. So Jane Michelle, these were lifetimes where you were a teacher and you were teaching outside the box, so to speak.
I still do.
What's that?
I still do in some ways.
There you go. And that's good to hear because there's a reason this came up for you, is that this is your under life meaning and purpose. This is what came up, right? Is to be a teacher and to teach with, from the angels and God, and all of that. And so in addition to clearing out anything blocking that, that includes clearing out, and I'm just going to put it out there in words, clearing out working too much, to allow yourself to be inspired and creative to do the work that you're really meant to do. And this is, again, true for all of us. Thank you. Thank you. And you don't have to figure out how that's going to show up because you are working with your guides and angels. Okay, so asking now, are there any energies that are fueling a self-limitation program? No. Is there a self-limitation program? No. Okay, so everything that we've cleared, let's replace with all positive energies and positive expressions of love, love of self, love of life, joy, confidence, harmony, consideration, courage, creativity, determination, enthusiasm, faith, friendliness, supportiveness, prosperity, self-esteem, wholeness, wisdom, worthiness, grace, gratitude. Just apply any and all positive energies that will support Jane Michelle and all of us on all levels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And please apply love, forgiveness, and blessings amongst all these souls. Okay, good. So asking now, to what percentage has life meaning and purpose been cleared? 95%. Okay, love it. But we want 100. So please go to the chart. Okay, going to 11 or 26? 26. Okay. This is one that I was going to do for all of us if it didn't come up already. So there it is. Thank you, Jane Michelle, for being our surrogate. So this is called Freedom is Free. And this is all about spiritual freedom, living our life with that level of spiritual freedom. So we're going to just clear anything blocking that, clearing in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing anything blocking the truth that there is no fall from grace, and that mankind is innocent and blameless, and that mankind is pure spirit. We are the light. Thank you, thank you. Clear out anything blocking the truth that there is no judgment from God, and there is no separation from God. There is no veil. Thank you, thank you. Clear out anything blocking the truth that all is perspective or point of view, that we are all part of the whole, and that we are all vital to the whole, and that we are all vital to spirit's understanding of self. Thank you. Please clear out anything blocking the truth that the rim of creation is an illusion. All parameters are an illusion, including illness is only an illusion. Thank you. Please clear out anything blocking the truth that we all share in the love of one, that we are all in this together, and that we are all the healers of all. I love this powerful chart. So thank you. And now let's go in and reboost and re-educate these truths to the highest level. The new paradigm, making them fully accessible, understandable, and usable in all levels, layers, and bodies, all the way through to the cells. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. All right, is there anything else that we can do for Jane Michelle? Yes? Okay, go to the chart. Are you going to chart 19? Okay. What is it that needs to be addressed for her here? Refer to the steps of manifesting good. So good, these are the two main components of this chart. So now we're getting both of them. So again, thank you both so much for stepping up. So these are the processes that we go to when we manifest, and it starts way in the subconscious. So clear out anything blocking believing that we co-create. Clear out anything blocking imaging what is in our highest purpose and potential. Clear out anything blocking accepting good from the universe. Clear out anything blocking knowing, our inner knowing. Thank you. Clear out anything blocking letting go of the old, affirming what is, loving what is, including loving self. Clear out anything blocking taking action, acting as if, visually programming, giving and tithing, patience and persistence, praising and gratitude, and enjoying and rest. And any other steps to manifesting good, just clear them all out. Any blocks, any stagnancy. And now let's re-educate these to the highest level, boost them to the highest level, the new paradigm, the new one universe, making this process fully accessible, understandable, and operational on all the way through to those cells, the cellular memories. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Now, is there anything else we want to do on this chart? Yes? What is it? Okay, are you going to praising or meditate? Praising, okay. Anything else? Acting as if? Okay, anything else? Visual programming, okay. Anything else? Okay, so I love it. So what this is a little advice to all of us to be in gratitude, right? To praise what is, to act as if we, so when you want to change your life, you act as if it's changed, right? You act as if you are already that producer of that mini series or that podcast. That starts the energy moving. And then it also went to visual programming. So visualize what that would look like, or actually visualize, Jane Michelle, what you want that to look like, how much you want to work over there in your job that pays the bills, when you're going to stop, your daily amount of that, when you're going to move into doing the creative work, all of that. So, we all know this, right? Energy follows energy. So once we visualize and we start acting as if, next thing you know, you're there, right? So this really helps bring about changes. Plus, of course, we cleared out the the process of manifestation for all of us, to have that ability to really visualize, act as if, and create this reinvention of what you're wanting to do. And honestly, this is what we do in a soul adventure in 3 days, is we create and reinvent a whole new way. So awesome. Okay, now, is there anything else that we can do for Jane Michelle? No? Okay, are you going to mop up? No, okay. So now what we're going to do is, if you don't mind, Jane Michelle, to stay on as our conduit, I'm going to move into a group clearing and to just clear overall things that are affecting all of us as a community, to open up to our reinvention and our positive potential. Okay, so now please take us to, again, I'm just going to kind of take notes here. And my soul adventure pen. Okay. Now we're going to chart this first chart here for all of us. Please take us to the chart we need to go to address this clearing and healing, getting right to the root core priority issues and programs. Okay, are you going to chart 17? Yes, okay. So what is it on this chart that needs to be addressed? Picking up discordant energy, susceptibility to discordant energies, sensitivity to others' energies. Okay, so now it's going in. It's just going into the clearing motion. So this is where, you know, most people that tune into Sedona Soul Adventures are very sensitive. You know, most of us on this planet are more sensitive than we give ourselves credit for. And we also unconsciously often pick up other people's energies. So this is such a good time now to be really aware of what's yours and what's not yours, because there's a lot of discordant energy out there. So we just want to clear that all out. Any susceptibility to picking that up, thank you, thank you. Each one of us should keep ourselves clear and clean of discordant energy. So putting a white light around our auric field as we go out and about in the world, so that our sensitivity doesn't cause us to pick up other people's discordant energies. Thank you, thank you. So it's a really good thing, everybody, when you go out and about, to put up a white light around you with the intention that the good energies can come and go and flow, and the negative energies just cannot permeate your sovereign space. Thank you, thank you. Clear out any unwillingness to learn and grow, how to protect our energies, thank you. And clear out any abdication of spiritual responsibility around this. Thank you, thank you. Okay, good. Anything else on this chart? No. Okay. So now please take us to the chart we need to go to address this next clearing and healing. And we want to get right to the root core priority issues and programs for this whole group. Okay, so are you going to 6B, 6A, or 6B? 6B, okay. So these are positive energies. So there's something that we need to unleash or unblock. So what is it that needs to be addressed first and foremost for every one of us? Okay, are you going to tolerance or love of self? Oh gosh, is this both or neither? Both. Awesome. And no accident that those are just opposite of each other. So here we go. So going in and applying the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing out anything and everything that is blocking the energy of intolerance, of tolerance, sorry. Anything that is creating intolerance, clear that out. Anything that is blocking tolerance, understanding, forgiveness, relaxation, clear it all out. Anything that is blocking love, love of self, love of life, love of God, love of each other. Anything blocking that, clear it all out. clearing all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies. Clear all the way through to the cells, clear the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes, and trailers. So now that those are cleared of blocks, now we want to re-educate and reboost these positive expressions of tolerance and love, and boost these to the highest level, the new paradigm, the new one universe, and applying this love and tolerance on all levels, layers, and bodies all the way through to the cells. So this is huge. It's interesting. Tolerance came up. It's, tolerating what we're going through, tolerating other people's perspectives, tolerating ourselves and our families, all of that. That's really powerful. I love that that came up. Okay, great. So now please take us to the chart we need to go to address the next level of clearing and healing. And we want to get right to the root core priority issues and programs. Okay, go to the chart. Are you going to chart 10 or 11? Chart 10, okay. Come out wherever you are. All right, this is, again, we're going back to miscellaneous blocks. This was the one we came to when we cleared world energies earlier. So please take us, what is it that we need to address for all of us here? Okay, are you going to polarity beliefs? Okay, and can we clear these without research? Yes, okay. So polarity beliefs are exactly what they say. They polarize each other. They polarize us. And it's the beliefs of right or wrong, should or shouldn't, good or bad, all these things really create a lack of unity in community. So we want to clear that all out. Clear anything that is fueling any need or urge to polarize. Clear any false beliefs of right or wrong, good or bad, should or shouldn't. Thank you, thank you. Clearing all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies. Clear all the way through to the cells, clear the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes, and trailers. So we go into all the way through to the DNA, chromosomes, and trailers because those are where we inherit our beliefs or other things, illnesses, all of that. And so we're clearing that all the way through, even things that are genetic and inherited, especially beliefs can be that way. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so now, okay, are polarity beliefs cleared? Yes. Is there anything we need to do? No. Okay, so now what we want to do is replace polarity beliefs with the positive potential of love, of understanding, of wisdom, forgiveness, joy, supportiveness. The highest level of wisdom, light, understanding, truth, and love. Okay, good. Is there anything else that we need to do on this chart? No? Okay, so please take us to the chart we need to go to address the next level of clearing and healing. And we want to get right to the root core priority issues and programs. Okay, you're going to several charts. Go to the priority chart first. You're going to chart 2. Okay, what is it that needs to be addressed here? Okay, are you going, is it clarity or forgiveness? Both or neither? Both, okay. So let's go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing out anything and everything that is blocking clarity, clarity for each of us, clarity of what's going on in the world, clarity of what is our right path, clarity of right choice, all of that. And clear out anything blocking forgiveness, forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, and receiving forgiveness. Thank you, thank you. Look for anything from all these past lives, from all these people on the line. That's why we have 60 committee members working with us. Thank you, thank you. Clear it all out. Anything blocking forgiveness, clarity, and understanding. Thank you. Clear out our inner childs. Go preconception through the triple digits of age. Clearing out anything blocking clarity, understanding, and forgiveness. Thank you. Clear vows, curses, and contracts for all of us and any belief in them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, good. So to what percentage has clarity and forgiveness been cleared to? 100% of what we can do here today. Good. So now we want to reboost and re-educate these soul qualities to their full, healthy, positive expression and potential, and re-educate them in all levels, layers, and bodies, all the way through the cells for all of us. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, good. So asking now, is there anything else that we can do on this chart before we move on? Okay, is this on the inside or the outside of the fan? Inside is this faith and joy? Yes. Okay, so let's go in and apply the clear and remove agreement, going in depth, all levels, all layers, all consciousnesses, and all bodies, clearing everything and anything for all of us that is blocking faith, trust, and joy. Look for anything from past incarnations, any old wounds and judgments, anything learned, clear it all out. Clear out our inner child, anything blocking faith and joy and trust. Thank you. And clear vows, curses, contracts. I'm delighted for all of us that faith and joy has come up here, because this is really about boosting our reinvention, you know, trusting and having joy with it. Okay, cleared to 100%. Awesome. Okay, is there anything else that we can do before we begin mop up? Okay, are you going to chart 27? Okay, good. This is the other one I wanted to do. So we already did freedom is free. And now this is all about learning is fun, because we are in a place of learning, and it is what we're here for anyway, and we should be joyful about it. So we cleared out joy and faith, and now we're going to clear out learning is fun. So here is the clear out anything blocking the truth, that the intention here on this planet is growth. And our experience is the process of this growth. Thank you, thank you. Clear out for all of us any little part that may have forgotten our source. Thank you. Clear out any blocks to receiving the wisdom from our planetary energies. Thank you. Clear out any misbeliefs that are blocking learning is fun. Thank you. Clear out anything blocking the truth, that learning is a continuous process, all levels of learning, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Thank you. Clear out any soul beliefs that are blocking the joy of learning and the fun of being here on this planet. Thank you. Clear out anything blocking the truth, that ascension is the purpose and oneness with spirit is the goal. And any other truths that allow us to enjoy the process of learning and growing, clear them out. And now reboost this truth, the spiritual edict of learning is fun, to the highest level, the new paradigm, the new one universe, and apply it on all levels, layers, and bodies, all the way through to the cells. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So now, let's ask, is there anything else that we can do? Yes? Okay, go to the chart. Okay, are you going to 9A or 9B? 9B, okay. So 9B is about healthy practices. Okay, so what is it that we all need to work on here? Okay, life meaning, spiritual support and meditation, positive emotions. Okay, so this is sort of like advice from our committee members to all of us to live life with meaning, to call in our spiritual support, whether it's meditation, whatever works for you, prayer, but really connect with spirit and allow that to increase your positive emotions. And then I'm also going to add constructive thoughts here. So what we're doing is we're just clearing any blocks to being able to live like that. Live with meaning, live with spiritual support and meditation, our positive emotions and constructive thoughts, clearing any blocks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now reboost these urges and desires. to the highest level, the new paradigm, the new one universe, the urge and desire for spiritual support, for life meaning, for meditation and connection to spirit, to boost the urge and desire for positive emotions and constructive thoughts. Thank you, thank you. Apply this all the way through to the cells, the cellular memories, the DNA, the chromosomes and trailers. Okay. Now, please take us to the chart we can go to address the next level. Is there a next? Yes. Okay, please take us to the chart. Okay, chart 7. All right, perfect. So this is also a healing chart. And what is it that? Okay, good. So this is pointing now to this, we call it a power code, and it's 997. Okay, and you want to say this 9 times. So 9 is Trinity squared. You know, this is sacred geometry. And then 9 is Trinity squared times Trinity squared. And then the 7 represents our body, our health. So it's a power code of 997. And what this is all about is working with your immune system, boosting your immune system to operate at 10 times its normal rate or level or function. Okay, so let's just do that right now, you guys. Are working with the committees that are working with us to say 997 9 times. Okay, 997 997 997 997 997 997 997 997 997. Thanks, Jane Michelle. Awesome. So this is where apply that. And you know what's great about this is a tool that you guys now have. If you do go into any fear, or let's say you're in the grocery store, you're in at work, you know, and you're around other people, don't go into fear. Stay in trust and apply the 997. And you guys now have a tool to do that, to help you just be able to operate, you know, in a level that is not in fear. So I love that. Okay, now is there anything else that we want to do? Yes, okay. Go to the chart. Okay, so going back to how to change your life, and it's going to the reprogramming statements. Okay, so I'm going to share with you. I know I'm not sure if we're going over, and feel free if you need to jump off, but this is a wonderful process that we use with spiritual response therapy called reprogramming statements. You know, if you've been tuning in, every masterclass has talked about or referred to the beliefs or the imprints. We call them imprints. I think Barbara called it, you know, social programming, that, you know, we have these beliefs that have been instilled all the way through our lifetime. And so what these reprogramming statements are about is to remove that belief and replace it on a very conscious level. And what I've done is I've blended this reprogramming statements along with the tapping. If you guys have been with us from the beginning, our wonderful practitioner, Rick, introduced us to the EFT process, the tapping process. So what I'm going to do is share the screen that will show you the reprogramming statements and the tapping points. And I noticed people on chat. Okay, so if there's one thing we want to reprogram as a group, what would you guys want to work on? Put it in the chat, and we'll just pick one that seems to be coming up. Okay, so I'm not really seeing any suggestions. Oh, wait, here we are. Okay, self-worthiness, I'm not enough, love, integrity, purpose, self-doubt.
There's a lot of self-love, And I don't love myself and I'm not worthy. Lots of that.
It's all connected, right? So, so let's just address worthiness. That when we feel worthy, we clear out self-doubt and we're able to receive the worth that we deserve. So I'm going to share the screen. All right. And I'm just going to scroll it up. So what this is again, this is applying the sacred geometry of 9. So these are 3 statements, and we say each one 3 times while we do the tapping. Okay. And it doesn't matter where you're tapping when you're saying the words. You just want to go through the sequence. And this sequence, we're going to start on our karate chop hand, and then we're going to end at the top of our head, just the way Rick showed us. That's a brilliant adjustment. Okay. So I'll say it, and then you guys repeat after me. I release any and all beliefs.
I release any and all beliefs,
Perceptions and judgments.
perceptions and judgments,
That I am not worthy,
that I am not worthy,
deserving,
deserving,
or supported
or supported
for worthiness, self-worth.
for self-worth.
I release any and all beliefs,
I release any
perceptions and judgments
perceptions and judgments,
that I am not worthy,
that I am not worthy,
supported,
supported,
or deserving
or deserving
of self-worth.
of self-worth.
Okay, so I release any and all beliefs, perceptions and judgments that I am not worthy,
Not worthy,
supported,
supported,
or deserving
or deserving
of self-worth.
of self-worth.
Okay, so now we're going to go a little deeper. I release all need or desire
Only the desire
to believe that I am not worthy,
to believe that I am not worthy,
supported,
supported,
or deserving
or deserving
of self-worth.
of self-worth.
I release all need or desire
Please all need or desire
to believe that I am not worthy,
that I am not worthy,
supported,
supported,
or deserving
or deserving
of self-worth.
of self-worth.
Was that 3? Okay. So now we're going to the the third. I now completely accept and believe and instruct my subconscious to accept and believe on every level of my being
On every level of my being,
that I am worthy,
that I am worthy,
supported,
supported,
and deserving
and deserving
of self-worth.
of self-worth.
I now completely accept and believe
To believe
and instruct my subconscious to accept and believe on every level of my being that I am worthy,
that I am worthy,
supported,
supported,
and deserving
and deserving
of self-worth. Final one. Anchor it in. I now completely accept and believe and instruct my subconscious
Yes.
to accept and believe on every level of my being that I am worthy, supported, and deserving
Deserving.
of self-worth. I always feel shifted after I do that. And so we're going to be sending you, along with the recording, that printout, okay, with the points and the statements. Jane Michelle, how do you feel?
The really weird thing when you were doing this at one point early, when you were saying get rid of stuff, I actually felt a physical pain in my head at one point, but right now I'm feeling really calm.
Awesome. You know,
Thank
it's
you
so,
very much for letting me take part.
thank you. And thank you again for stepping up and representing, right? And yeah, it's so interesting when there is a physical reaction because we're not physically together. So it's
No,
always,
it's really weird. I actually had to hold my head at one point. It was
yeah,
Weird.
Yeah, it's really a confirmation that things are changing and shifting. So it's great that you felt that.
Thank
That's
you
a
very much.
sensitive nature. I love that, Jane Michelle. I'm
I'm
going to turn it over to you, Deborah. Thank you so, so much.
Well, I wanted to add, oh, Jane Michelle, don't go away. I want to talk with you. Come back.
Sorry, I thought you wanted me to
Come
go.
back.
I'm here.
Come back. So I saw you do that, and I got a hit when it happened too. And it was like,
wow.
oh my gosh. So I'm so glad you told us what happened, that you actually felt a physical pain. And when Christine was doing all of this stuff, especially going into the past, I mean, was this resonating with you?
Yeah, it did actually. The part with the teacher and the crowd and the thing, I think I might have been either hanged or shot in the head. I've often thought that. Over the years, I've often had this really weird, every once in a while, this thought, and I go, like, where is this coming from? It's quite possible. That was really quite interesting that came up.
That is
And
interesting.
Christine, when you were going through this, what came up was that she was killed, correct?
Yes.
That it led to death.
It led to early death. So so in that lifetime, that teacher was ostracized by
meaning
you, Jane.
Yeah,
Michelle. Okay. Because you were, again, teaching outside the box, right? And of course, the religious figure, that's why it came up, the religion of the time took umbrage against that. It's like, oh no. So it's like, you're out of here. But so what I got, and we actually didn't finish that, you're right. What I got from that is I saw both incarceration and ostracization, where you were separated from the community and life was really hard, and it led to early death.
So
So
I guess
you
now
have been like shut down in the past for teaching what you know to teach. And that's what we had to clear.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you know if anything changes in the weeks to come.
Well, and so I just want to go back over too, because what was cleared for both you and all of us, particularly number one, the vow. And, I'll tell you, years ago, when I first did this process, one of the things that I discovered was that I had in a past life taken a vow of poverty, it was showing up in my life. And once that was cleared, I mean, literally in the following year, my income doubled. And so a lot of us have, and it was interesting to me that this went to you. This was the first thing that it went to, was the vow. And so we see that a lot, and we have no way of knowing in our regular life that, that I took, oh yes, I took a vow. That is part of what's, causing a problem. And some of the other ones that were coming up, Christine, was, I have to work hard to be successful. I have to, do too much.
Always be working. Yes. Okay.
I have to always be working. So that's been cleared, not only for you again, but for all of us. And then the other piece that I found so interesting, because we see this over and over again, and you said you have a feeling that in a past life you were killed or hanged or something
yeah.
like that. Because we see so many people who had past lives where they were spiritual people, or people who were, teaching things that were a little bit out of the box, and they were tortured and killed and hung. So that creates, and I know for me, that was again something that I discovered many years ago, was that I had these past lives, and I've had several of them actually. And that gives you a cellular fear of coming out and being who you are and speaking your truth. It's like, I want to do this stuff. And it's like, but we've got this cellular memory of, oh my gosh, if I do that, then I could be killed or tortured, or, all of this.
For that last thing you said about coming out and being who you are and who you know to be, that out of all the things that have been said today, that probably resonated with me the most.
And see, that's been cleared.
Yeah,
that's been cleared for you.
Okay.
And it's been cleared for all of us, because I will guarantee you, and Christine, you can back me up on this, the number of people that we see who have this, where they have these lifetimes where they were speaking or teaching and were killed or whatever.
I can absolutely back that up. And what's happening is we now do live in a here in the United States and Canada, we live in a really safe
Yeah, we do.
world that we can speak our truth and be heretics and not be killed for it. And so many people that have had to suppress that part, like Deborah said, that's a perfect way of putting it, that cellular fear. If I put myself out there, I'm going to be killed or ostracized or judged. Even judgment is such a powerful deterrent, right?
Oh yeah.
And that comes from having been judged in the past and then having been killed or hurt due to that judgment.
I would imagine two experiences in our life when we have been shut down, put down, or whatever it is for not being obedient or following along with what's happened, that sort of reinforces that pattern, right?
Yes, that's exactly
absolutely.
Right. It's
And
yes, to that same wound, right?
And Edgar Cayce talks a lot in his writings about that different groups of people reincarnate together at the same time. So I think that we are now at a time on the planet where there's a whole bunch of us who have come back now to kind of be with each other and support each other. Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps saying this.
Me too, I get it too. That is true. It's true.
Maybe help each other through to make it a better place to be for all of us. Yeah.
To help each other, support each other, and to clear this finally, to finally have this cleared from our souls and our psyche.
Yeah. And that's why it comes up under learning is fun, is that we are all in this together.
We are.
Yeah, we really are. I'm not talking just the COVID thing. And, we as souls are all in this together and we're all teachers of each other. We're all.
Yeah, and it's not the book learning you're talking about. It's learning how to be and how to interact with one another. It's all those soft skills as they get called today. It's that learning how to cooperate, work, and tap into that energy, I think is what you're talking about as well.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And life is our teacher. So right now, we're all being taught about polarizing. We are literally living a situation that is causing polarization within families, with friends, within groups.
And yet, even though we've got that physical polarizing, I'm seeing in our neighborhoods people coming together and being a little bit more open, finding other ways to connect. So I think that goes to what you said earlier about you've got the polarizing things, but what does the opposite of that look like? So you've got the one side people social distancing, but on the other side trying to find ways to connect.
That's right, and we get to learn who we are and how we want to do this. This is the learning. It's like, where are each one of us around this, and in relationship to our family and friends, and where are we in relationship to our bodies and ourselves, right? So it's a really great time to learn and grow and investigate these things.
And learning is fun, and now this time we won't be killed.
That's right.
It wasn't the learning that got me killed. I think it was the teaching.
It's the teaching. Yeah, but you got to learn this stuff first. Right, exactly. Well, I hope you all really get, and again, Jane Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
It really helps to bring all this up for everybody. So I hope you all really get what all got cleared today. I mean, go back and listen to the recording. There was so much that was cleared today. And I want to point out again the 997 technique that Christine taught you. I use that every time I eat. I form a little pyramid really quickly over my food, and I say 997. And what that does is just brings me all the nutrients that I want, but none of the other stuff, like, chemicals or making me fat or, whatever. I use that for everything. So it is just so wonderful. And then this whole thing about the polarization that's going on everywhere, you guys, as Gandhi said, we have to be the change we want to see in the world. And so it is just so incredibly important. So Christine, I just want to thank you so much for being with us today. This was just fantastic.
Thank you. I love so much working with you and Sedona Soul Adventures. I'm so grateful every time I get to work with a client. And this was amazing.
This was so great
for joining and participating.
This was so great. Thank you, Christine. This was just so wonderful. So We went over, but I don't care because you all got so much today. And please remember that this wasn't just being done for the 2 people that came in. This was for all of us. And I think you can tell, and even people in the chat are saying, oh my gosh, this whole thing about being afraid to be yourself and to speak your truth is something that is going on for all of us. So I so want to thank you for being with us. Definitely you can understand how this is a huge, this sort of thing that we do of clearing these kind of blocks is such an incredible part of the work that we do at Sedona Soul Adventures. So if this is something that calls to you, do call us to talk to an angel guide, because these are the kinds of blocks that are holding you back from the life or relationship of your dreams, and they can be moved. You don't have to settle anymore for a life that isn't exactly what you want. And then come again next week. We're going to have an absolutely fantastic masterclass yet again on utilizing the heart coherence technique, how it works, what it does. This is going to be so amazing. This is the technique that was developed by the Heart Math Institute, which they have literally proven scientifically helps people to feel more joy and bliss, less stress, meeting challenges with greater ease, having higher levels of consciousness, connecting with higher dimensions. It is so simple and easy, but so powerful and so impactful. And it is being taught by Janine Goby, who is a Heart Math certified mentor. So this is going to be a fantastic class next week. So I so hope that you can be with us. And I'm going to now share the screen so that you can have the information for contacting us to speak to a soul adventure angel guide. One of the things that's great is just even talking to them about a retreat and what would a retreat do for you. It can start to make you feel better. So thank you so much for being with us. Sending you so much love from Sedona.